Hello, YouTube! I am Pinstar, and this is Aspera. Pinstar plays. Actually, press build preview. So Aspera is another game that revolves around space, more specifically Mars. This is a city building slash terraforming sim. Not unlike Surviving Mars, but definitely. Well, from what I hear, it is a very, very different bent and has some more story elements to it. I'm actually going to be bringing this to you completely blind. I have not hopped into the game yet. Per the request of the embargo here, I am allowed to bring you a collective of 5 hours, the first 5 hours of the game, before I need to put it aside and wait for the actual release date to do any more. The actual release date, December the 3rd. So this is an early access copy. Thank you very much to the developer Tron Industries or Tilon Industries. So anyway, without any further ado, let's dive right in, shall we? New campaign, please. In the story mode, you will play the role of an advanced AI with the prime directive of terraforming Mars, but life isn't just about being smart, isn't? Those about you form a bond with, and how your decisions bring you closer or drive you away from them. Follow your own path and discover what awaits you at the end of this thrilling story. All right. Normal. I do like starting out on normal, even when I'm going in blind. Wake up. Layla Burzens. Toy Baker. Phil Lamar. Like the Reading Rainbow Phil Lamar, or am I thinking someone different? Well, definitely a lot more cinematic of a game than most city builders that you get. Ah, and there's the UI that I like. I don't know what anything means, but... Well, alright. First directive. Build an aluminum mine. Well, I see me some aluminum. Mines. Aluminum mine. Sounds good to me. Alright, so this is one where you put it on... Let's get that building, and then we'll answer.
Amy, this is ISA Mission Control calling from Earth. Are you with us? Do you copy?
Well, I am a program, so yeah, I can copy and paste.
Affirmative, Houston. I am with you.
Great. The primary Mars module has already touched down at the designated landing zone. It's your turn to take control of the mission.
Already started.
Check the left edge of your display. You'll find your directives there.
Already
Follow
found
them
that.
to set up the initial base on Mars' surface. I'll give you some time to settle in. When you're ready, go ahead and initiate our terraforming mission.
Okay.
Houston up.
Thank you, Houston. Alright, what do we got here? Quest was completing, new building unlocked. Okay, build a silicon mine and a glass kiln. Silicon mine. Needs silicon. Huh. Aha! I see some silicon. There we go. Alright, now the glass kiln looks like we need aluminum plus the silicon to combine. So, yeah.
The view of Mars from up here is fascinating. The landscape is so cratered and desolate. Wait, this is my voice that I am hearing. It's me. I am talking to myself. I must be verbalizing my thoughts as I process them. What an interesting function. I would like to test this some more.
Hey, I
what
talk to
other
myself all the
observations
time.
can I make about Mars?
Attention grabbing or inspiring?
This planet is so resilient. It inspires great things.
Alright. So, alright, so it looks like those are cooking. I'm unsure of what is actually building these things. Looks like they just construct over time. Alright, we got these little tracks here that build themselves. Fair enough. Oh, the silicon mine needs, because it's a little bit further away. I gotcha. Alright, so these little transport doodads are going through here. Alright, so it does need to have resources brought to it. Obviously, we couldn't place the mine any further because that's where the silicon is. So what can you do? Alright, we're waiting on 2 more aluminium. Oh, you're just grabbing it right from the mine. Fair enough, fair enough. Alright, and then, yeah, building it just like that. Fair enough. 1 worker. Alright, so yeah, we have exactly 1 worker doing all this, which is why I took it a little bit, but hey, again, early in the game, you don't want to be swarming with workers. This is in Factorio with the drone hubs. Build a solar farm and a steel factory. Okay. Well, let's get the power on first. Okay, so those are the draws, the power draws. Now, is there like a better place for solar? Like, too far, regular terrain. Yeah, it seems to be kicking out 30 megawatts regardless of where we go. Yeah, if we can nestle it like right here, that way we can sort of put it in our back pocket and also get it assembled real quick. That should help these mines. Actually, the mines will be already powered up, but I'm assuming that we're going to need the extra power for the steel factory, which is probably going to require. Yeah, well, if I know my old building games, that is coal plus iron, 2 iron to 1 coal specifically, and I did see a carbon. And there's the iron. So we're going to need carbon mine. You go, iron mine. There you go. And then we'll wait for the 2 of those mines to get built first with our 1 worker here. And then also the solar farm before we plan out the steel mill, because we don't want the steel mill to be set up first and then just start sucking power when it doesn't even have the materials it needs. Now, is there a way? It looks like, all right, we're 1 of 1, so I don't think there's any way, but given this chart, yeah, it looks like we are going to be able to get more worker drones in due time. We just got to wait for our tutorial to finish up here. Let me just poke around here. Knowledge base, no signal, fair enough. All right, total, all right, there's a building limit. There's our net power. Fair enough, fair enough. Alright, we got 8 steel, but I'm assuming we're using some of it as we go here. Alright, so it's slowly inputting. So these are finite. They will eventually run out, which makes sense. How are we on here? Oh, yeah, the glass, this needs the finished glass to be done here. This is just slowly mining. Where's our dude? Where's our dude man? Or are you just sitting here waiting for the resources to get going here? There you are. Let's say you could start the mines if you wanted to, if we have enough material for it. Because then those mines could start building up and doing their thing. Yeah, we definitely need more infrastructure workers here. I'm hoping the next tutorial thing will be how to get more worker drone hub thingies moving around. Actually, core worker hub. Ah, why wait? Yeah, why wait? Why not get more worker drones now? Out of power. Yeah, I was worried about that. We're going to turn you off for the moment, just so that we can save power and get these cooking. Alright, we just need a little bit more aluminum. Oh, are you recharged? Okay. About to say, it looked like you were recharging for a moment. Yeah, you are recharging. So it is sort of, it does have a feeling of those drones from surviving Mars. Alright, so there's our aluminium. Right, I'm probably going to have to turn this thing off. Until we have our solar panel up and running. Fair enough, fair enough. Structural integrity. Alright, we'll turn you off for the moment. Alright, so our glass kiln is doing its thing. Alright, now that should bring the last aluminum to the worker hub. Yeah, bring you to the glass kiln. And that should get us some extra workers here. Much needed. And then, yeah, the glass kiln. So one of two. Can we purchase one? Or does it just, like, straight up make one? Well, regardless, with that coming online, we'll be in good shape as far as power goes. Operational, please. Operational, please. And now we can build our steel factory. Incoming call.
Amy, this is Houston. Do you copy?
Copy.
Like a Xerox.
Reading you loud and clear.
Excellent. I didn't introduce myself earlier. I am Dr. Nathan Foster. I lead the team here at ISA that built you, and I'll be helping you get the mission underway.
Since I'm an AI,
We
wouldn't
put
it be
you in
programmed?
hibernation for the trip from Earth, so I'd like to check your basic functions to make sure it's all in order. Why don't we start with your core memory? Can you state your primary directive?
I am afraid that I cannot.
That's okay. Your system may need more time to initialize. In the meantime, you can always refer to the mission guidelines printed in the upper left corner of your display there. You'll also have a built-in knowledge base. You can always access your operational directives there. All right. Next, I'd like to check your decision-making processes.
Sharp as a tack.
You may have already noticed that there are resource veins outside the boundaries of your initial
Way
base.
ahead of you.
So your workers may not have the battery capacity to reach some of them. How would you solve this problem?
Oh.
Building worker hubs between the resources and the base would solve the problem.
Yes, that's correct. Other buildings would extend your base as well, but they require more power and resources. So worker hubs are the most efficient way to do it.
Okay,
This
so that was
mission's
poor.
going to be a challenge. There's a lot that can go wrong. We expect to extend humanity's reach beyond anything previously achieved. But you are not just any AI system. You're well beyond that. We made you an artificial consciousness. That means that you have both self-awareness and self-interest. And that is the last thing I would like to check today. Is that okay?
Yes, Dr. Foster.
Very good. Then would you please state a positive and a negative aspect of yourself?
I am sorry, Dr. Foster. Running that question through my cognitive system did not return an answer.
Roger that. Nothing to worry about. Just means your system requires more input and experience to process that question. That will come with time. Let's proceed with the mission. ISA has approved the first crewed flight to Mars. You'll need to expand the base to prepare.
So we gotta keep the humans alive. Worker factory available. More workers can be produced in these new there! That's how we get more of these. Now, remember, in the event your worker factories are not producing as many workers as expected, check on the following factory has the resources needed to make workers. Your base has enough vacant worker hubs to host more workers in case all of them are occupied. Build new ones. Gotcha.
So get to work on that. I'll check back in later to see how things are going. Base expansion is a go. Houston out.
Great. Now I can produce steel. This new factory, it's down on the surface of Mars, but I can control it from here. So does that make it a part of me? Where does the machine end, and my artificial consciousness begin?
Alright, worker fact. So we can extend them. Are there any other resources that I gotta lunge for eventually? They had them hidden before, probably just part of the tutorial. So I think I'm gonna...
We are completely interconnected. I can sense everything that happens through the network of workers and buildings. They are an extension of me down on the surface, so that makes us a single being. The mind and the body
so we get
work
to see
together
what they're
as
carrying.
one, an inseparable whole.
Alright, actually, we don't have enough of these things. The electronics? Yeah, we're not going to have enough electronics to actually build this thing. So we're going to need an electronics factory. So this requires silicon and aluminum. Yeah. We're going to put that one on a pause first because we need the electronics. Yeah, because we need the steel to make the electronics factory, the electronics to make the worker factory here. I mean, we technically have what we need. I guess, yeah, because they already brought one. We have 2 in storage, and this doesn't require electronics. So yeah, they did start us with enough electronics to make this work. But we're going to have power shortage. So we're also going to need to build another solar farm here, which is going to require more electronics. So, yeah. Best to build the worker factory first, let it kick out another worker so we can do all this a lot more efficiently, and then shut it down, build the electronics factory, and then get it going. I think that is the correct order of operations here. Because yeah, having one worker tool around on all this is slow going, to say the least. And I know there are more things for it to do. Let's speed it up. Yeah, because there's so many other things that still need to be processed here that a single worker isn't going to be able to handle. How we doing here? Do we have the parts? Those little parts? No, we don't. We don't actually have any parts. So let's pause that then. Is there a parts factory? There is a parts factory. Is there a way to cancel this? Well, at least we're getting our electronics factory going. So the electronics factory will give us those electronic parts, which will allow us to get the parts factory. Well, yeah, we need 3 more of those. And yeah, the consumption of 10 here is actually kind of perfect. I have no clue if this is a way to make it a little bit more efficient. Like this very well may be kind of spaghetti here. Now what's this percentage? Oh, structural integrity. Maintenance drones are required. Okay. Well, I have a feeling we're going to need to get that drone hub up and running. Oops. Alright, parts factory is coming online. Excellent. Alright, let's kick you up another notch. Worker factory. Alright, so you're starting to make parts. You are... What's the holdup on the silicon mine here? I think everybody and their mother wants silicon here. I mean, we could shut down the other components here. Alright, we'll kick this back on for construction. Looks like we got our first part. Get some steel, get some aluminum. Yeah, we'll have to shut down a whole bunch of things once this gets built in order to handle the power strain of it all. But that's okay. I'm okay with toggling on and off. We'll probably shut down the glass industries here. So after this glass kiln finishes, I'm gonna shut her down so that it's not eating the silicon, and all the silicon goes to the electronics factory, because we need more electronics than we need kiln. Which also mean, well, we need the aluminum mine. Actually, we need the silicon mine too, because silicon's for the electronics. So we just need to shut down the kiln. That gave us a little bit more power. Alright, we need just 1 more parts, and then we're golden. And yeah, we just need the steel for our parts factory. Steel is producing. Okay, so that should go to the factory, and that should let us... Or you're just going to go to the parts factory rather than make more parts when we don't need it. Alright, I'm going to let you finish that, but then I'm going to shut you down. Because we don't need more parts at the moment. There we go. And with the parts factory shut down, that's...
Finally. I can build additional workers now.
Yeah, finally indeed.
I will appreciate the extra hands. But I wonder, do I really need them?
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. They will give the mission.
They will be a great boost for the mission. Having more workers will allow me to allocate resources more efficiently.
Okay. So we need a parts, an electronics, a glass, and aluminum. Alright, so and I think we did make one extra part, right? Now why are you saying no power? Because we have power. We have enough net power. We're gonna up the priority. Out of power. Building is without energy. Why? I don't get it. Oh, is the sun setting? Alright, well, let's plan out a new solar farm out here. Because, yeah, we've got plenty of electronics now. And some extra juice will let us run all of our facilities here. Yeah, we have enough. We have more than enough glass. We have more than enough electronics, and aluminum we have just enough. So, yeah, let's get that maximized. Now, with the sun setting, obviously, this is going to suddenly become less effective for us. But at least our robot here should be able to start doing some stuff. And with the second one, it should supplement our overall power, even with the sun setting a little bit. We have 18 of carbon. We gotta tell our carbon mine to chill back. Okay. Yeah, we have enough power now, including to the worker factory itself. So now this thing should be able to get supplied here.
The worker factories will be so helpful. The workers will take care of the manual operations, while I focus on developing the life support systems.
Yep.
Soon, I will welcome the first colonists. Their arrival has created so many expectations in my mind. There will be so many paths to take from here on. But there's something else as well. Some kind of feeling created from those expectations. What is it?
So, do we want to be yeah, no, I'm not a people person, so...
I am anxious. But can I truly feel anxiety?
Yes, we are developing a wonderful neurotic AI.
Therefore, I feel fascinating.
We don't need no stinking humans disrupting my perfectly laid, efficient designs, cons. Find it? I turn these back on, but our power is dwindling because the day is dwindling. Oh, well, actually, no, we need parts factories. We need to turn this one back on. Yeah, because you guys are you're overstoring here. So please, parts factory. That's more like it. Well, don't like deplete all of the resources from there. We just need one of the parts. And the maintenance facility. What is the yellow stuff? Polymers. Oh boy. Polymers factory. And that requires 2 chemicals and a carbon. Chemical plant. Aha! About to say, the plot thickens. Alright, so there's our output. Please deliver it. There we go. Ooh, those are slow to build, but at least they're building them now. And we can finally get more than one worker. Yeah, we're good on glass for now. Well, no, we can turn you on. Soon we will have another minion. Alright, let's kick you back up another notch here.
The first worker has been made in the worker factory. It is my first Marsborn. My workers will spread across the planet. The knowledge base says that workers need to recharge at their own worker hubs, and that they'll degrade over time from the harsh environment. I know they are only machines, but I feel a desire to care for them. I do not like the idea of them dying.
Yeah, I'm working on the maintenance facility. Now we have twice as many workers doing their thing. So, that makes me happy. And I might go for 3. But we're going to need more power for that. And yeah, as we get further up in the hours, our power should be higher here. We do need another worker hub. Now, is there another deposit that we need to lunge for, or is that hidden? Because normally I would just lunge for additional deposits. Well, we're gonna go over here just to make the networks and give ourselves access to this area in case that's a helpful thing. What are we missing here? Oh yeah. Let us deprioritize these. We gotta focus our workers' attentions. They are our children, and that means they are highly and easily distractible. We also need to get our polymers factory cooking. Which we could actually stick over here. We're also going to probably need some more power. So then the polymers factory then allows us to get to maintenance facility. Which we can stick closer to here. Alright, so first things first, yeah, the chemical plant gets the thing first, the priority. This road right here is over rough terrain, so it seems slower. Okay, bit of optimization is going to be needed for that. I'm learning, I'm seeing the patterns that we're going through here. There we go, get the chemical plant going. Excellent. So we can get the raw materials started for our polymers. Okay, powers of need next, so we prioritize the solar farm. Because without the solar farm, then our our factory doesn't work. So, and this will give our chemical plant a chance to build up a surplus so that we can go off to the races as soon as we get our polymer factory going. Makes sense to me, yeah? Yeah? Yeah. Okay, so you're cooking, you're churning and burning there. All right, now we're starting to cook. Actually, with we prioritize the worker hub after the power there, because I want to be able to start cranking out another worker, so we have 3 workers bouncing around here. Then we can make the lunge for the maintenance facility here. Yeah, these things aren't too expensive, I don't think. Yeah, the real bottleneck here is the steel. Because everything needs steel, especially when you're building it. But extra workers means extra logistics, extra things. Yeah, stuff is starting to degrade. We can't take too long to get this maintenance facility online, but the extra workers will make everything go faster, so I think it is worth the diversion. Will you guys stop farting around with the polymers? Start the chemicals, rather? Alright, good. Now we polymers factory. And yeah, once again, there's the steel. Because the maintenance facility is going to be useless to us. So that should kick you into gear, which I will prioritize. We can deprioritize this one, because the solar panels don't really need anything right off the bat. We got 9 parts. We need to shut you down, because yeah, that's probably where all my freaking steel is going. Alright, I see some more room for optimization here. It's not just in placement and location of things, but in the strategic turning off and turning on of different resources here. Alright, yeah, just grab some glass. Thank you. And now we can start churning and burning another worker here. Fantastic. Now we can deprioritize that, because we don't want them constantly feeding them more stuff. We can deprioritize that. Oops. Okay, how do I go back to my normal view? Because I wanna stop looking at the number of the power view. Oh, there it goes. Road saturation. Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, I'd imagine over time traffic is going to be a problem. So that's another little aspect that we gotta manage here. All right, yeah, we just gotta get the steel in here. Let's prioritize the steel factory, since it needs to... We need to make sure that this is constantly being fed. Because that is the big bottleneck here. Alright, let's kick you into higher gear here. See if we can get our maintenance facility going before everything starts falling apart. All right, we have 2 in here, so that should get this going soon. We just need to deliver 1 more steel to it, and then we can start bringing the chemicals to it to actually start making the polymers, which can then get our maintenance facility going, which hopefully will help the colony survive. Alright. Well, the iron mine's still churning. Is there something else that's consuming iron that really, really, really shouldn't be? Aha! Alright, there's the polymers factory. Excellent. Now we turn on the maintenance facility. Now I know the polymer factory has to churn out 3 of these polymers, but there we've got plenty of the respective materials going for it, so yeah, that shouldn't be too much of a problem. This, as far as this goes, yeah, it still needs the 3 steel, so there you go. Now watch, we're going to have to build maintenance drones themselves, and that's going to be its own thing. Hopefully we don't need new materials for maintenance drones. Or new hubs or anything like that. Alright, we're almost there. It's just the steel. And then, yeah, the polymers factory is churning and burning here, so we can deprioritize you. Yeah, because, yeah, you already have your polymers here. We just need the steel. Somebody bring the steel. There we go. Fantastic. Okay, let's slow things down just a smidge here. Alright, so talk to me about this maintenance facility. What are you producing? You're producing maintenance drones. Alright, and we can hold maintenance drones. Okay, so, yeah, you're already producing the maintenance drones, and it's using, oops, materials that I already know. So, so I think we are going to successfully avert colony collapse here. Alright. Well, this is the first 45 minutes or so, a little bit shy of that, of the game. So I think I'm going to put a cut here, and we will see what this archaeological scanner does for us in our next episode. So if you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment, good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback's always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar, signing out. See ya!